On the web today, there's this constant invisible battle being fought. It's a battle for speed. And today, we're going to look at two titans of internet communication, WebSockets and HTTP. Now, this isn't just some nerdy technical detail, okay? It's the fundamental reason why your online games feel so snappy and your live chats feel, well, live. So let's break down this real-time web battle.
Seriously, have you ever stopped to think about that? How does your favorite online game feel so incredibly responsive? Or how does a stock ticker on your screen update the very second the market moves? It's not just about having a fast internet connection, not by a long shot. It's about the very language your browser is using to talk to the web. And to understand the new, we've got to start with the old guard.
All right, first up is HTTP. This is the protocol that literally built the web as we know it. The best way to picture it? Think of it like the postal service of the internet. It's incredibly reliable, everyone knows how it works, but it's got a very specific and sometimes kind of slow way of doing things. So HTTP stands for HyperText Transfer Protocol, and it is the invisible engine powering pretty much everything you do online. Every article you read, every picture you see, every video you stream, it's all delivered to you via HTTP. But the really crucial thing to get here is the way it delivers that information.
This right here is the heart of the whole process. Your browser asks for something, the server sends it, and then click. The line goes dead. The connection is totally severed. So if you want an update on, say, a sports score or a stock price, you have to establish a brand new connection and ask all over again. In the tech world, this whole cycle is called polling. And honestly, it's where HTTP really starts to show its age.
Now look, this ask and wait model is perfectly fine for static web pages, things that don't change much. But for live dynamic data, it's a nightmare of inefficiency. Can you imagine having to send a brand new letter every single second just to ask, hey, anything new yet? That's the overhead, and that's the problem we're talking about.
And this is exactly where our challenger, WebSockets, steps into the ring. If HTTP is the postal service sending one letter at a time, then a WebSocket is like having a direct phone line. Once you're connected, you stay connected. This is what makes WebSockets so incredibly powerful. The connection is persistent, meaning it stays open for as long as you need it. And it's bi-directional, so data can flow both ways at any time without either side having to ask first. The server can just push updates to you the instant they happen. It's a true, real-time conversation, not just a series of one-off messages.
And this is where you really see WebSockets shine. We're talking live chats where messages pop up instantly, multiplayer games that feel seamless, even those collaborative documents like Google Docs where you can literally see someone else typing in real time. Basically, anything that requires instant two-way updates is relying on this amazing technology. It really is the engine of the real-time web.
And hey, here's a quick, fun fact for you. The official technical name for the WebSocket protocol is RFC 6455. Some developers have pointed out that if you kind of squint at the numbers, it looks a bit like someone with cold fingers trying to type out WebSocket. A little bit of engineering humor for you there.
Okay, so we have our two contenders, HTTP, the reliable poster worker, and WebSockets, the instant messenger. Let's put them side by side and see how they really stack up against each other. It's showdown time.
This table really nails the core differences. With HTTP, every single request has that extra work of setting up a new connection, which creates higher latency or delay. WebSockets, on the other hand, just keep that connection open, which drastically cuts down on latency. This is why HTTP is still the king for standard websites and a lot of APIs, those interfaces that let apps talk to each other. But WebSockets, they are the undisputed champion for anything that needs to be instant.
So you see, this isn't about one protocol being better than the other across the board. It's always about picking the right tool for the right job. So if you're a developer building something, how do you actually choose?
It really boils down to one key question. How important is real-time data? If you're building a traditional website, maybe a blog or a simple app where a user just fetches data every now and then, HTTP is efficient, it's simple, and it's the way to go. But the second you need instant two-way communication for a chat app, a live dashboard, or a game, that performance gain from WebSockets isn't just a nice to have. It's absolutely essential.
So the modern web is this amazing hybrid, right? It's using both of these technologies for what they're best at. But as our demand for more data, faster speeds, and more interactivity just continues to explode, it's pretty clear that low-latency technologies like WebSockets aren't just a cool feature. They are the future. It really makes you wonder if we've already gone from sending letters to making phone calls, What comes next?